So, how does a small group of people, just a handful, really, manage to plant over 60,000 trees in only a few months? It sounds impossible, right? Well, today we're diving into the incredible story of the EcoEmbrace Foundation. They're proof that one simple idea can spark a huge environmental movement. Let's get right into it. The foundation's whole philosophy really comes down to this one idea, and honestly, it's a total game changer. They're saying, hey, the Earth doesn't need us to be perfect, it just needs us. Think about that for a second. It means you don't have to be some flawless eco-warrior, you just have to, well, show up. It takes all the pressure off and makes it so much easier for anyone to take that first step. So, where does a story like this even begin? Well, it all kicks off with something super simple, but also really powerful. A small idea in the minds of a few very passionate people. In this idea right here, this is the engine behind the whole thing. See, it wasn't about waiting around for some big hero or a government grant to come save the day. Nope. It was a choice, a conscious decision by a group of totally normal people to just stop waiting and start doing. And that one little shift in mindset, that was the tiny seed that everything else grew from. So, who were the masterminds behind this? You might be picturing some big corporation or a stuffy institution, but that's not it at all. They actually describe themselves as just a few passionate, enthusiastic, and yeah, maybe even a little crazy people. And that's exactly what makes their story so relatable, right? It didn't start with a business plan. It started with people. And their growth? It's been absolutely explosive. I mean, think about it. Back in August, they were just a small group with an idea. And now, today, they're a whole community of change makers. It just goes to show you, when an idea is powerful enough, it doesn't just grow, it truly catches fire. Okay, so planting trees was obviously a huge part of this, but it was really just the beginning. To really get what they're all about, you've got to look at their much, much bigger vision. So here's their mission. It sounds simple, but man, it's profound. To make the world a little greener, a little cleaner, and more aware. It's that last part I want you to focus on. More aware. That, right there, is the secret ingredient to their entire philosophy. And this really gets to the heart of what they believe. For them, saving the planet and saving people, they're not separate things. They're two sides of the very same coin. You really can't have one without the other. And it's that deep belief that pushes them to do so much more than just put trees in the ground. And look, here's the proof that they're walking the walk. It's not just about trees. They've also organized blood donation camps. They've run environmental education programs. What they're really doing is building a stronger, healthier, and smarter community, literally from the ground up. All right, let's talk about the actual impact here. What has this community really achieved in such a short time? The numbers, honestly, are pretty staggering. So what does that impact look like? Well, the big number is over 60,000. That's right, 60,000 plus trees planted to date. Just let that sink in for a moment. They went from a few people with an idea in August to 60,000 trees. That's just a massive achievement. But it's so much more than just a number on a page, you know? Every single one of those 60,000 trees, that's a breath of fresh air. It's a spot of shade on a hot day. It's a new home for wildlife. And maybe most importantly, each one is a living, breathing symbol of their commitment to our planet. But here's the thing. As amazing as 60,000 trees is, that's not actually their real goal. It's more like a side effect of something much, much deeper. It's all part of a bigger strategy for creating change that actually lasts. And this, right here, this is the absolute core of their strategy. Look, planting a tree is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but planting an idea in someone's head, an idea that grows and grows into a lifelong habit, that is how you change the world for good. Let's put it this way. Planting trees makes the earth green for sure, but planting ideas, that makes sure the earth stays green, you know, for our kids and their kids. It's this really smart two-pronged approach that makes what they do so powerful. And that is exactly why their focus on education is so incredibly important. They get it. They know the real key to a better future is giving the next generation the tools, the knowledge, and that sense of responsibility. That's where the real lasting power is. All right, so what's next for them? Believe me, this movement is just getting warmed up.
And the exciting part is their future plans have a role for every single one of us.
So they're asking this question not just to themselves, but to all of us. 60,000 trees is incredible. But why stop there? See, all the success they've had, it's not the finish line, it's the launch pad. It creates this amazing feeling of momentum and invites all of us to start dreaming even bigger right along with them.
And trust me, they are dreaming bigger. Their next goals are already laid out. First up, 100,000 trees. After that, 1,000,000. But the ultimate goal? It isn't even a number. It's to see this movement, this spirit of change, pop up in every school, on every street, in every single city.
And that right there really captures the whole story, doesn't it? EcoEmbrace isn't just another environmental group. At its very heart, it is a movement powered by people. It's just solid proof of the incredible things that can happen when a community decides to come together and take action.
And let's end with this quote. It's what they hope people will say about them one day. Yes, we were the people who didn't just talk. We made a change. I mean, how powerful is that? It's not about talking, it's about doing. It's about building a legacy of action. And it's really a challenge and an inspiration for all of us. So it kind of leaves you wondering, what change are you going to make today?